A new immigration law just passed in the US today. And if you're a green card holder or dreaming of becoming one, this changes everything. Some of you will benefit massively. Others might face unexpected challenges. Stay with me until the end because what I'm about to reveal could reshape your entire immigration journey. Welcome back to Immigration Fresh Updates, your trusted source for the latest US immigration news. Today, we're breaking down a brand new immigration law that was officially passed just hours ago. This isn't speculation. This is real and it's happening right now. Whether you're already a green card holder, waiting for your petition, or just starting your American dream, this law will impact you. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly what changed, who benefits, who needs to be cautious, and most importantly, what you need to do next. So, grab a notebook, stay focused, and let's dive into the 7 most critical things every green card holder must know about this new law. Let's start with some incredibly good news. The new law introduces a streamlined processing system specifically designed for employment-based green card applicants. For years, we've watched talented individuals wait in endless backlogs, especially those from India and China. The frustration has been real, but today that changes. Under this new legislation, USCIS is now required to process employment-based green card applications within 180 days for most categories. This is a massive shift. The law also allocates additional funding to hire more immigration officers, expand infrastructure, and digitize outdated systems. What does this mean for you? If you're on an H-1B visa or if you've been waiting years for your priority date to become current, this could drastically cut down your wait time. The law also introduces a premium processing option for green card applicants, not just for visa extensions anymore. For a fee, you could potentially get a decision within 30 to 45 days. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true. And yes, there are still details being ironed out, but the commitment is clear. The US government is acknowledging the backlog crisis and taking legislative action. For those of you watching from India, China, the Philippines, or Mexico, countries that have historically faced the longest wait times, this is your moment. Stay hopeful. Your patience is finally being recognized. Now, let's talk about something a bit more serious because not everything in this law is smooth sailing. If you're already a green card holder, listen carefully. The new law introduces stricter guidelines around green card renewals, especially for those who spend extended time outside the United States. Previously, as long as you returned to the US at least once a year, you were generally safe. But under this new legislation, if you spend more than 6 months outside the US without a re-entry permit, your green card could be flagged for review. And if you're outside for more than a year, you risk losing your permanent resident status altogether. Unless you can prove strong ties to the US, like property ownership, family, or ongoing employment. This is a wake-up call for those of you who've been living abroad while holding a green card. The government is tightening enforcement to ensure that green card holders are truly residing in the United States, not just visiting occasionally. There's also a new requirement. Green card holders must file a yearly confirmation of residence form online. It's simple, takes 5 minutes, but if you miss it, your card could be flagged. I know this might sound stressful, but here's the reassurance. If you're living in the US full-time, working, paying taxes, and building your life here, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. This law is targeting misuse, not genuine residents. Stay compliant and you'll be just fine. Here's where things get really exciting, especially if you work in healthcare. The new law creates a fast-track pathway to green cards for nurses, doctors, medical assistants, therapists, and even home care aides. This is huge. The US is facing a critical shortage of healthcare professionals, and this law is a direct response to that crisis. Under the new provisions, healthcare workers who have been working in the US on temporary work visas can now apply for green cards without the usual lengthy labor certification process. The government is essentially saying, we need you and we want you to stay. There's also a special visa quota set aside exclusively for healthcare workers, an additional 25,000 green cards per year, separate from the usual caps. This means less competition, faster approvals, and more certainty. If you're a nurse from the Philippines, a doctor from Pakistan, or a medical technician from Nigeria, this law opens doors that were previously locked. The law also includes protections to prevent exploitation. Employers cannot hold your visa status over your head or underpay you just because you're on a work visa. Fair wages and working conditions are now mandatory under this legislation. For those of you in the healthcare field, this is your golden opportunity. The US needs you, values you, and is finally making it easier for you to stay. Start gathering your documents, consult with an immigration attorney, and prepare to apply. Your American dream just got a lot more attainable. Now, let's address something that's causing a lot of concern, and understandably so. The new law reinstates and strengthens the public charge rule. This means that if you've used certain public benefits like Medicaid, food stamps, or housing assistance for an extended period, it could negatively impact your green card application or renewal. I want to be clear here. This doesn't mean you can never use public assistance. If you've fallen on hard times due to a medical emergency, job loss, or family crisis, using benefits briefly won't automatically disqualify you. But the law now requires USCIS to consider your financial self-sufficiency more heavily when reviewing your case. The government is looking at your overall financial picture. Are you employed? Do you have savings? Can you support yourself and your family without relying on taxpayer-funded programs? If the answer is yes, you're in good shape. If you've been on public assistance for over 12 months in the past 3 years, you may face additional scrutiny. Here's my advice. If you're planning to apply for a green card or adjust your status, now is the time to focus on financial stability. Get a steady job, even if it's part-time. Build up some savings. Show that you're contributing to the economy. This law isn't designed to punish struggling families. It's designed to prioritize applicants who are financially independent. Yes, it's a tougher standard, but it's not impossible. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and you'll navigate this successfully. Here's a moment of real hope and justice. The new law finally creates a permanent legal pathway for dreamers, those who were brought to the US as children and have grown up here. If you're a DACA recipient or know someone who is, this is the news you've been waiting for. Under this legislation, dreamers who meet certain criteria like continuous residence, no serious criminal record, and either education or military service can now apply directly for green cards. No more temporary protections that expire every 2 years. No more uncertainty. This is a real permanent solution. The law also allows dreamers to sponsor their family members, opening the door for parents, siblings, and spouses to gain legal status as well. This is deeply emotional for so many families who have lived in the shadows for decades. The US is finally saying, you belong here. This is your home. Processing for dreamers will be prioritized with a goal of approving applications within 12 months. There's also financial assistance available to help cover application fees because the government recognizes that many dreamers have faced financial barriers due to their immigration status. If you're a dreamer watching this, I want you to know this is your moment. You've waited long enough. You've contributed to this country in countless ways. Now, the law is catching up to the reality of your lives. Start preparing your application, seek legal advice, and know that millions of people are cheering for you. Your American dream is no longer just a dream. It's becoming a reality. Let's talk about entrepreneurs, innovators, and job creators. The new law introduces a groundbreaking startup visa program that allows foreign entrepreneurs to apply for green cards if they can demonstrate that their business is creating jobs and contributing to the US economy. Here's how it works. If you founded a startup in the US, raised at least $250,000 in funding from qualified investors, and created at least 5 full-time jobs for US workers, you can now apply for a green card directly without needing employer sponsorship. This is revolutionary. For years, talented entrepreneurs were forced to leave the US because there was no clear immigration path for them. Now, that path exists. The law also expands the EB-5 investor visa program, lowering the minimum investment requirement in certain rural and high unemployment areas to $500,000, down from $800,000. This makes it more accessible for middle-class investors who want to secure their family's future in the US. There's also stronger anti-fraud protection built into the law, ensuring that only legitimate businesses and investments qualify. This protects both applicants and the integrity of the system. If you're an entrepreneur, a tech founder, or someone with a business idea, this law is your invitation. The US wants innovators. It wants job creators. It wants people like you. Don't wait. Start building your business plan, connect with investors, and take the leap. Your green card could be closer than you think. And now the number one thing every green card holder must know, and this affects everyone. Starting 6 months from today, all green card holders will be required to complete a biometric renewal process every 10 years. This includes fingerprints, a new photo, and updated iris scans. Why is this happening? The government is modernizing the green card system to combat fraud, identity theft, and outdated records. Your current green card will still be valid, but when it comes time to renew, you'll need to visit a USCIS application support center for biometric collection. The process is quick, usually under 30 minutes, but it's mandatory. There's also a new digital green card component. You'll receive a physical card, but also a secure digital version accessible through a government app. This digital card can be used for employment verification, travel, and identity confirmation. It's encrypted, secure, and designed to make your life easier. I know change can feel overwhelming, especially when it involves something as important as your immigration status. But here's the truth. This law is about modernization and security, not punishment. The US is investing in a system that protects your identity and streamlines your experience. If you're a green card holder, mark your calendar. Stay on top of renewal deadlines, and when the time comes, complete your biometric appointment promptly. This is a small step that ensures your continued status and peace of mind. You've worked so hard to get here. Don't let a missed appointment jeopardize your future. Now, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Are you a green card holder, or are you still on your journey? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. New US immigration law passed today.